Illuminating the Shadows, a journey to inner strength and self-mastery. Welcome to Practical Philosophy, where we explore profound philosophies and how they can transform each person's life. Today, we embark on a meaningful journey to uncover the depths of the soul, a journey guided by the ideas of Carl Jung, a great psychologist who forever changed the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Carl Jung was not merely a scientist, but also a philosopher of the soul. He dedicated his life to studying the hidden layers of the unconscious, those parts of ourselves we often fear to acknowledge. Among his most renowned concepts is the idea of the shadow, which holds the key to understanding ourselves on the deepest level. But today's story is not just theoretical. It is an invitation to face yourself, to overcome fear, and to find the most precious elements within your shadow, long-hidden desires and potential. Let us delve into this journey together, where the shadow is not merely a source of fear, but a horizon opposite to light, helping us understand our true nature and face the ultimate purpose of our lives. The shadow, the key to self-understanding. Let's begin with a simple thought. Have you ever wondered why you react so strongly to certain people or situations? Perhaps these reactions stem from parts of yourself you are most eager to deny. Or how long has it been since you avoided thoughts or desires you deemed inappropriate or worthless? How much time have you spent confronting these instead of rejecting or suppressing them? Every time we trample on or reject a part of ourselves, we not only miss the opportunity to understand ourselves better, but also push these meaningful elements into the unconscious. There, they become silent companions, influencing our emotions and actions in ways we don't realize. However, when you pause and observe, these elements transform into a mirror, showing you what truly needs to be faced. In reality, the shadow is not an enemy or a danger to be feared. It is a sacred complement to the human being, holding desires, pain, and even forgotten dreams. Within the space of the shadow lies potential alongside challenge, functioning as an unspoken dialogue with yourself. When you truly look into the shadow, you'll see that it's not merely something to overcome, but a path leading to true freedom and inner value. The shadow is also a mirror reflecting the aspects of ourselves we fear to acknowledge. Have you ever asked yourself why certain habits, personalities, or behaviors in others irritate you so much? Often, it's not because they are inherently wrong, but because they remind you of something you're trying to hide. Perhaps the things you find unbearable are the very aspects within you that need exploration. Imagine the shadow as a companion, a silent guide reminding you of lessons yet to be learned. Whenever you notice a strong emotional reaction to someone or something, it's a signal that a hidden aspect of yourself is waiting to be illuminated. Accepting this mirror allows you to see your inner dimensions clearly, nurturing intelligence and courage to confront and transform them. Treat each of your reactions as a valuable clue. Every intense emotion, whether anger, jealousy, or discomfort, carries a deep message from within. When you recognize these emotions, you are given a chance to pause, reflect, and explore the unique aspects of your being. These emotions are not enemies. They are silent teachers guiding you to unexplored territories within your soul. Each emotion leads you to ask, what is this feeling trying to tell me? This is the signal that it's time to explore, accept, and transform that shadow. By doing so, you not only uncover valuable aspects of yourself, but also open the door to the ultimate freedom and deepest understanding of your being. The shadow, a gateway to spiritual illumination. The shadow is not just a psychological concept, but also a profound reflection echoed across spiritual traditions worldwide. In nearly every spiritual framework, light and darkness are portrayed as two interdependent forces shaping the journey toward enlightenment. In Buddhism, darkness takes the form of deep afflictions such as greed, anger, and ignorance, obstacles that cloud the mind and hinder the realization of one's true self. However, instead of rejecting or avoiding these afflictions, spiritual masters repeatedly emphasize that transformation begins with acknowledgement and understanding. By bringing these shadows into awareness, we unlock the potential for spiritual growth, turning hindrances into catalysts for self-discovery and wisdom. The journey into the shadow is not about eliminating it, but embracing its profound role in shaping our humanity. It is within the intricate dance of darkness and light that life's deepest truths are revealed. Darkness offers contrast, giving light its significance and depth. Similarly, peace becomes meaningful only when experienced against the backdrop of chaos. And the brilliance of light can only be fully understood when one has ventured through the obscurity of darkness. By recognizing this interplay, we unlock a path to self-awareness, growth, and a more complete understanding of existence. Similarly, in the philosophy of human existence, the shadow embodies the unspoken truths and hidden facets of our being: selfishness, envy, profound fears, and even shame. These elements are often cast aside as undesirable, yet they hold a wealth of wisdom if we dare to confront them. For example, envy might highlight not only what you deeply desire, but also the parts of yourself yearning for expression or validation. Fear, on the other hand, can act as a guardian of growth, standing as both a challenge and an invitation to break through limitations that have kept you confined. These shadows, when embraced, reveal the unpolished diamonds of our potential, waiting to be uncovered and refined. When viewed through the lens of spiritual practice, the shadow transforms from a source of fear into a gateway to transcendence. Embracing and integrating it allows us to cultivate profound compassion, not only for ourselves but for the shared struggles of humanity. As we confront our imperfections, we recognize a universal truth: that the flaws we often conceal connect us deeply to the collective experience of being human. This connection bridges the perceived gap between individuality and unity, reminding us that our vulnerabilities are what make us inherently relatable and profoundly interconnected. Imagine a sculptor working on a block of marble. The beauty of the final statue emerges not because the marble was flawless, but because the sculptor embraced its natural imperfections and skillfully shaped them into something extraordinary. Similarly, our shadow serves as the unrefined material for profound spiritual transformation. The process of facing our hidden fears, desires, and truths is akin to carving away illusions to reveal the authentic essence within. This act of integration not only brings us closer to harmony and enlightenment, but also highlights the inherent potential lying dormant within each imperfection, waiting to be revealed through courage and self-compassion. Through the teachings of Buddhism and other spiritual traditions, we are reminded that enlightenment is not about eradicating the darkness, but about illuminating it. This illumination is not a rejection of what is hidden, but a profound integration of all aspects of the self. The shadow, once understood and embraced, becomes a cornerstone for constructing a life rooted in harmony, imbued with purpose, and guided by an authentic sense of inner peace. It teaches us that within the interplay of light and darkness lies the essence of true wisdom, where balance is not the absence of conflict, but the embrace of complexity, transforming the shadow into strength. Instead of viewing the shadow as an adversary to be vanquished, consider it as a reservoir of latent energy waiting to be harnessed for growth. True strength is not born from avoidance or denial, but from the courageous act of facing and embracing the shadow as an essential component of your being. As Carl Jung aptly stated, you cannot change what you refuse to confront. Thus, the first step on this transformative journey is to approach the shadow with unwavering honesty and a willingness to explore its depths. Think of the shadow as a forgotten treasure chest, locked away in the depths of your psyche. Within it lies facets of yourself you may have never dared to uncover, passions that ignite your soul, boundless creativity, or resilience that fuels your growth. These qualities often remain hidden beneath layers of fear, societal conditioning, or self-doubt. By courageously confronting your deepest fears and tracing their origins, you begin to see them not as insurmountable obstacles, but as signposts directing you toward your untapped potential. Each fear you face transforms into a stepping stone, each doubt into an opportunity, illuminating a path where limitations dissolve and inspiration flourishes. The process of transforming the shadow begins with self-awareness, a profound willingness to look within and confront the aspects of ourselves we'd rather keep hidden. Ask yourself, what am I most afraid to admit about myself? What have I suppressed because I feared judgment, rejection, or failure? These questions act as keys, unlocking the doors to hidden reservoirs of strength and potential. In exploring these suppressed dimensions, you may uncover a wealth of untapped talents, aspirations long forgotten, or the resilience you've built quietly through hardship. For instance, a fear of failure could reveal a deeply rooted drive for excellence, a trait that, when balanced, can lead to remarkable accomplishments. Similarly, suppressed anger might carry the seeds of passion and determination, which, if channeled constructively, could become a powerful force for change or advocacy. The shadow, once acknowledged, transforms into a wellspring of energy, guiding you toward growth and self-mastery. Transformation also requires self-compassion. It's easy to judge ourselves harshly for the parts we'd rather not see, but true growth flourishes in an environment of acceptance and understanding. By treating your shadow not as a flaw but as a patient teacher, you create space for profound inner healing and transformation. Consider each element of your shadow as a unique thread in the fabric of your being, contributing to the complexity and strength of your identity. Every aspect of the shadow, whether fear, anger, or doubt, has a role to play, shaping not only who you are today, but also who you have the potential to become. It is through compassionately embracing these parts that you gain the power to weave them into a unified, harmonious self. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast forest, the shadows of the trees seeming dark and foreboding. The stillness of the air feels heavy, and the unknown ahead appears daunting. But as you summon the courage to step inside, your eyes begin to adjust, and the darkness gradually reveals its secrets. You notice the vibrant greenery thriving in the shade, the intricate web of ecosystems working in harmony, and the quiet whispers of potential that fill the air. This journey into the forest mirrors the process of transformation. What first seems overwhelming or intimidating holds the promise of discovery, growth, and life hidden within the shadows. The forest teaches us that within every shadow lies the foundation of resilience, beauty, and boundless opportunity, waiting for us to explore. Practicing shadow transformation. 1. Identifying the shadow. The first step in transforming the shadow is awareness. Begin by observing your intense emotions. When you feel anger, jealousy, or fear, pause and ask yourself, where is this coming from? Why am I reacting this way? These emotions often act as clues pointing toward the hidden parts of your shadow. For example, anger directed at others might reflect insecurities or unmet needs within yourself. Each reaction provides a window into the unresolved aspects of your inner world. 2. Acceptance without judgment. Once you have identified your shadow, the next step is to accept it without judgment. Acceptance does not mean endorsing every negative thought or behavior. Instead, it signifies understanding and acknowledging these parts of yourself as integral components of who you are. Acceptance is an act of courage and honesty, paving the way for growth. It involves embracing imperfections while striving to learn from them, recognizing that these flaws are not weaknesses but stepping stones towards self-mastery. 3. Transformation through action. After accepting your shadow, focus on transforming it into a source of strength. For instance, jealousy can be redirected into self-improvement by motivating you to cultivate skills or pursue dreams you have been neglecting. Fear, often paralyzing, can become a force that drives exploration and challenges you to surpass your limitations. Every shadow carries the seed of transformation, and through mindful action, you can turn what once held you back into a driving force for progress. 4. Using creativity for transformation. Creativity is one of the most powerful tools for shadow work. Many great artists, writers, and leaders have used their shadows as sources of inspiration. Take the example of Frida Kahlo, who transformed her physical pain and emotional struggles into masterpieces that conveyed raw emotion and depth. Similarly, you can channel your shadow into creative outlets like journaling, painting, or starting a project that feels intimidating yet meaningful. By doing so, you breathe life into hidden parts of yourself, transforming darkness into light. 5. Practicing self-honesty. Honesty with yourself is crucial in shadow work. This involves looking beyond surface emotions to uncover their deeper origins. Ask questions like, what am I truly afraid of? Or, what does this reaction reveal about me? This self-inquiry leads to profound insights and a more authentic connection with yourself. The more you practice self-honesty, the more you align with your true self, breaking free from the illusions created by fear and denial. 6. Connecting with others. Shadow work is not a solitary journey. Sharing your vulnerabilities with trusted individuals can be incredibly healing. When you openly acknowledge your shadow, you allow others to see your authentic self, fostering deeper connections. This openness encourages mutual understanding, creating spaces where both you and those around you can grow together. Vulnerability becomes a bridge, connecting human experiences and dissolving barriers created by fear or judgment. 7. Embracing lifelong transformation. Finally, embrace the shadow as a lifelong companion. Shadow work is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey of growth and transformation. As you continue to confront and integrate hidden aspects of yourself, you build a foundation for resilience, self-awareness, and profound wisdom. Each step on this path brings you closer to living authentically and embracing the fullness of who you are. This practical approach to shadow work encourages a delicate balance of introspection, actionable steps, and meaningful connections. By embracing this journey, you move closer to achieving a harmonious integration of light and darkness within, unlocking your deepest potential. It is an ongoing practice of self-discovery, one that invites growth, courage, and the power to live authentically in every moment. Spiritual connection in the transformation process. In the spiritual journey, the shadow is seen as a profound and transformative teacher, offering lessons that lead to growth and enlightenment. In Buddhism, the concept of observing impermanence reminds us that everything, from pain to fear, is transient and ever-changing. This awareness encourages us to view the shadow not as a threat, but as an opportunity for profound self-reflection. Instead of fleeing from the shadow, spiritual teachers advise us to approach it with patience and curiosity, to sit with its discomfort, and to listen deeply to the insights it holds. By doing so, the shadow becomes a guide, leading us toward a deeper understanding of our true nature and the path to liberation. The process of shadow transformation not only strengthens your inner self, but also deepens your understanding of who you truly are. It becomes a path to inner freedom, where fear and negative emotions no longer hold power over you. Instead, you become the master of your own life, steering your choices with clarity and purpose. By connecting with the shadow on a spiritual level, you unlock a profound sense of unity within yourself. Darkness becomes not something to fear, but a part of the greater whole, contributing to the balance of light and shadow that defines existence. This realization fosters a deeper appreciation for the complexity of life and your role within it. Spiritual traditions across the world highlight the importance of transformation through presence. Sitting with your shadow does not mean surrendering to it, but learning from it. This practice transforms inner struggle into wisdom, illuminating the darkest corners of your being with compassion and insight. It is in this process that true spiritual growth is achieved, leading to a life of balance, resilience, and authenticity. This practical approach to shadow work encourages a delicate balance of introspection, actionable steps, and meaningful connections. By embracing this journey, you move closer to achieving a harmonious integration of light and darkness within, unlocking your deepest potential. It is an ongoing practice of self-discovery, one that invites growth, courage, and the power to live authentically in every moment. By reaching this point, you have embarked on a remarkable journey. Remember, any transformation begins with the smallest of steps. Today, you have chosen to take a step toward deeper understanding, and that choice has opened the door to a promising path ahead. Thank you for accompanying us at Practical Philosophy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue exploring profound philosophies and delving into the fascinating aspects of life. We are ready to walk this journey with you.